You guys can hear me now? Okay, I think that means yes. Hello? Welcome back, my loyal live stream friends. Sorry. It wouldn't be my first stream if I wasn't having technical difficulties. So, love that. Okay, nice. Riley, I did see your text, but I haven't opened it because I was scared if I opened it, I would X out of the live. And I did it anyway, so yay. Okay. Well, hi. Oh, look at that. I'm glad people found our new stream. Hi. Hello. So you missed everything I was saying, didn't you? That's unfortunate. Well, I was saying, I don't know where y'all cut out, but from their Christmas in July sale, which Riley, I blame you in the best of ways because I was not gonna go for the sale this year, and I did after we talked about it, and I've been loving everything I got. So I guess bad for my wallet, good for me? Question mark, maybe. Okay, so this, I feel like, is more legit, like the actual color that is in that palette. But I look at it and I'm like, ooh, it'd be cool for layering. But I mean, like, why layer when I can literally have this right off the bat? You feel me? You know? What do we think, you guys? Anything else that's like speaking out? Okay, wait. In the orange palette, there's a burgundy up top. Ah, yes, in the reds. We could go more red than purple. So I'm thinking Lou might be talking about some of these ones up here. Honestly, like these are all kind of the same shade. I am in desperate need for a declutter, you guys. I'm kind of feeling overwhelmed by all of the stuff I have, and I'm a hoarder. So I feel like it's hard for me to let go. But in truth, these are the three same shades. And I watched Hannah's video and it inspired me. And so I'm thinking that might be in my future. All right, Veil Nebula. We're thinking Veil Nebula. Even when we take into account these ones at the top. I mean, I gotta go with what the people want. Okay, let me wipe off my fingers. I'm using a makeup eraser. It's kind of gross looking right now, but don't judge me. So we're trying to, you know, be green and eco-conscious. So let me just wipe off my hand. I say as I dry my hand off with a Kleenex, LOL. Okay. Yes, that's the thing, right? And that's, okay, Lou, you are speaking my language because I always find myself struggling between like, do I try to dupe it out as truly as I possibly can, or do I do the what ABH wishes it could be? Dirty makeup eraser is such a vibe. Thank you. Yes, it feels like a vibe. My husband, let me just say, I'm married to a great man, you guys, in case you didn't know. And this poor man has sparkles on everything he owns because I wipe my hands with my dirty makeup eraser and then I throw it in the, you know, like the washing machine, and then sparkles get all over the washing machine. And we were out with our friends for a birthday party on Saturday, and I looked at him across like a dark room and I could just see glitter on his black shirt, and I was like, I am so sorry. So it's the life that we've both chosen by my, you know, my makeup erasers and all the rest. But okay, so we've got that first color. I'm glad that Grant can relate because really, I mean, I told him, I was like, is that the worst thing though, if you're just sparkly all the time? Like, I mean, maybe he works in like a field where you kind of have to be sterile, but like, I mean, sparkles, you know? Anyways, okay, let me look at this palette again. So now we've got the most boring of shades, which I love in a palette, which is like kind of like a champagne-y gold color, it looks like. So let us move to the nudes palette. An honorary Cullen, honestly, the best name. My husband wishes to be an honorary Cullen. Oh my gosh, on the kids. Okay, but kids have glitter on them anyways. I taught middle school and I had a firm no glitter policy in my room because it was a plague. It was truly a plague. It was everywhere all of the time. And like, you know, I love that, but also not everyone loves that. So I tried to be careful. Okay, This shade, I'm looking at this. Is that not this? Oh, you can't even see it. Sorry. Let me scooch it over. Look at that, right? Like, that is literally the shade. And this one also has some shifts. This is the shade Pancake Bubbles from Divina. And I'm feeling like this one. Oh my gosh, my pets too, dude. My cats, they don't even know. They don't even know that they look fabulous. It's a shame. But so this one, it kind of shifts. I say it shifts, but it's very subtle. It's like kind of a green to pink thing, but I don't even know if I'm going to ever be able to capture that. And really, I don't feel like gold with silver and green. Oh, okay, okay. So this is one option. I also feel like we've got this one depotted from ColourPop, the new Naruto palette I got. And like, can we just take a second? Look at ColourPop versus Indie, just in general. I mean, ooh. So maybe not that one. But we also have a bunch of these up here, which are like, you know, that like light kind of, not really there pink with the gold that turns a little blue. So like, we could do something like Reserve number 2. Reserve number 1 is in here. It's in a different spot though. So I like made an Instagram story about this at one point. It is the bane of my existence trying to organize these bad boys, because really like everything could be put in 10 different places and make sense. So Reserve number 1 is in this one. It's with my iridescence, and it's right here. Because I think of this one as being more iridescent than Reserve number, I think that's number 2. Is that right? So there's that. There you go. Okay, well, if you were curious, they honestly aren't very similar, because that base in this one, or at least I don't feel like they are, because this one really does have that like champagne-y base, and the shifts are just so different. But there you go, you sneaky, sneaky girl. Chairman Snow Globe. I don't own that one. I don't own Snow Globe. You know, here's the thing. I have become a true goblin in the sense that, like, now I've gotten to the point where I will feel in my heart of hearts that something is a dupe, and I still will get it, even though I know I shouldn't. But back in the day, initially, I tried very hard not to get dupes, and so I saw Regina's post about Terra Moons like way a long time ago, and she had Snow Globe in there, and I was like, that looks like something I already have. So I don't have that one. But Snow Globe, if I remember right, it's kind of like blue and green. Does that sound right for Snow Globe? And if so, I'm thinking it's probably something like this. Oh my gosh, you can't even tell because there's so many sparkles on my hand now. Does that look kind of like Snow Globe? Maybe. I do think that this would be pretty, especially like tying in more of those green tones in the palette. And that's the beauty. And it's kind of fun to like get to do this collaboratively with you all right now. So that way I'm not doing this on my own. It is so shiny. Reserve number 5 or 6. I've got, okay, so I don't have all the Reserve shades, but I do have, you know, some of them. And I think, so Reserve number 7 is the yellow kind of leaning one. And that used to be, where did I put that? Reserve number 7. Oh, wait. Reserve number 7 is over here, right here. You guys, I always tell my husband, I'm like, I might not remember, like, you know, birthdays or important things, but I can tell you every single one of these shades damn near in like perfect order and where they are and what brand they are and how much they cost and all of that crazy stuff. The top one, oh, I didn't say it out loud. So this is from, actually, Riley, one of your favorites. This is from the Treasure Pop-Up palette from Shine by SD, which is honestly, I mean, it's a good chunk of my iridescent collection. What's this one specifically called, though? Let's find out. Ooh, Shuggy. Oh, wait, that's not even. Oh, my God, I lied to you. Yeah, that's Shuggies. I lied. Wait, no, this couldn't possibly. Did I just watch this? Is this the one I just watched? Or did I just watch this one? No, it's got to be this one. I lied to you. This is Divina Shuggies. I was literally just like, oh, I know my collection so well. And then I said the wrong one. Oh, my God. Humbling. Humbling. Shuggies is a dupe to one in the treasure palette. Yes, it definitely is. And I don't know which one. It's in here somewhere. I have all 6 of the treasure palette ones in here. But what do we think, guys? We gotta make a decision. Let me pull out Pancake Bubbles again, because I feel like, oh wait, no, that's here. Because I feel like Pancake Bubbles is a good choice still as an option. What are we thinking, you guys? Help me. I'm indecisive. Which one should we put in our ABH Better palette? Pancake Bubbles. Well, Riley, as the first to type it out, we will go with your vote. Boom. There we go. Ooh, Looksy Salted Caramel. That would be a good one too. I pulled that one out, but I think I put it back because I've had a lot of people asking me recently about like my favorite Looksy shades, including Lou. Shout out to Lou. And so I was like, maybe I should do like a follow-up video about like some of my favorite Looksy ones that aren't in my original video. So I pulled all of them out, which was a task. And I put them back, but they're not all in like the exactly right spots. But I think that one's in here. Yeah, that's this one with the big old dip. The palette in this frame. Oh, I just switched it. So maybe this isn't the one that's giving you life. And if so, I'm sorry. But actually, I think this is probably the palette we want to be in because for some reason there's a bright pink next in this palette. And if you don't know, if you're just tuning in, I see we've got some more people. We're duping the ABH new Fall Romance palette. And so we've got 2 so far, if that tells you how chatty I've been. So, cannot wait, Lou. Cannot wait to see your Looksy swatches. Okay, pink. Well, obviously we've got choices, right? We've got a lot of choices. Meg, me with everything. I always think I can multitask, and I never can, so I feel that. All right, if we're talking about doing it better, and here's the thing, like that bright pink, at least in their swatches, it looks so bright, and I'm not gonna wear that. I know myself. I would wear that for like an Instagram look, but I am not wearing that in my day-to-day. However, I would wear this in my day-to-day. And this also shifts kind of like that gold green, which I feel like is kind of a thing that this palette works really well with. So I kind of want to put this one in there. Obviously, it's not like as bright of a pink. This is, by the way, in case you're curious. I don't need to look. This is the shade. What's it called? It's from Glam Shop, and it's the one that reminds me of Palace. And I think it's called Yummy. Now let's see. Yes, it is yummy. Ha, it is yummy. It really is. I mean, look at that. I'm thinking, Riley, I don't have Unexplainable either because I have Antares from Terra Moons. And I thought, again, there are 2 similar, so I didn't need both. Although I do feel like in all of the pictures I've seen, Santa Baby from Copacetic and Unexplainable from Shine by SD just seem like they go to a teal more easily than Antares does. So maybe I'll talk myself into getting it at some point. I literally only wear bright pink shadow. Honestly, Jillian, you are the person I wish I was. But in truth, I start work at 8 o'clock. I wake up at 7:30. I roll out of bed, slap some eyeshadow on, brush my teeth, you know, all the hygiene stuff. And that's all. So I have like 30 minutes and the bright pink requires me to wake up earlier and I just simply can't. Giving more opaque Looksy Red Hot. Okay. I actually pulled that one out because that's one. This guy needs a home for now. I pulled him out, so I'll fix it later. But I did pull out Red Hot. It's in this one because I was planning on including it in my new video. I know it's this. So let's see how that looks. Oh my God. Excuse me. I bumped into you. Sorry. See, I feel like this one's less pink though, but I gravitate to this more. Look at that shift. Okay, Riley, ever since you showed me how to do my cameras, I feel like I'm able to capture the shifts so much better. Ooh, Glasswing, that's another good one. Glasswing is here. Decisions, you guys. You're pulling out all of the pinks, and I'm like, ooh, now I gotta make an actual choice. What do we think? From what's on my wrist right now, or on, not, this is not my wrist, this is my hand. We've got Yummy, we've got Interras, we've got Red Hot, and then we've got Glasswing. Oh my God, Fuzzy Flamingo. I pulled out Fuzzy Flamingo because that one, well, you're going to get a little sneak peek of something I'm planning on talking about at some point. This is terrible. I'm so sorry. When I don't want to wipe off my hand. Okay. So, this is Fuzzy Flamingo. This is Antares. These two flip exactly the same. Like, they are so similar. Obviously, the base of Fuzzy Flamingo is more of like a coral, but I discovered this and I was like, oh my God. So, oh, Yummy for the win. Okay, the people have spoken. Well, let me wipe off my fingers again because we're really running out of room. There you go. So, whenever I get around to doing another dupe video, I see Fuzzy Flamingo being similar to Antares. All right, let's give my hand a fighting chance here. Try to remove as much sparkle as possible. And Yummy is getting a space in the palette. And boom. Oh, well, that doesn't really fit. I'll force it in there. Okay, there we go. Now, what is this even called? Fireside? Oh, that's such a cute name. I like that name. Fireside. That shade doesn't really look fireside to me, at least in their swatches. It looks kind of like a, I don't know, just regular. It's just like a shade I've seen a million times. When I hear Fireside, what do I think of? I feel like when I hear Fireside, I am thinking this palette. I think it's in this palette. No, it's not. I lied. It's in this palette. Boom. I'm thinking these type of shades, right? Oh my gosh, you used Fuzzy Flamingo? Nice. Oh, I should say, Lou has already duped this palette, and it looked so good. So if you haven't seen that, go check out Lou's Insta. I'll, once this is all done, I'll put that in the description box too. I gotta remember a lot of stuff. I'm hoping I do. If I don't, remind me. Okay, so Fireside. We're going off the rails here because I don't like what they picked. This is like what immediately pops in my head. This is Sweetie Sunbeam from Divina. And, I mean, that looks pretty Fireside, right? Like, maybe? What do we think? Spicy bronze, please. Can do. What else, though? What are other options? Okay, I want to find, I think it's, this isn't it. This is Harvest. Where is the Divina shade? I think it might be in the oranges, actually. I want to try another one. Social Butterfly. Social Butterfly, I feel like, is basically the same as Sweetie Sunbeam. They're not exactly the same, but they're pretty damn close. This one is, I don't even know how to say this name. I think it's Centaurus. This is one I got because of Riley. But this one, I think could also be Fireside Chat-y. Well, actually, it's just called Fireside. I added the chat part. Can you tell I'm a little tired? There we go. Look at that. Look, both are giving Fireside. Centaurus or Lynx? Oh, Lynx. Okay. Oh, seems like we've got some interest in Centaurus, but let me swatch Lynx. That's getting real orangey with it. That's like on fire. You also, I make myself laugh a lot, so that's another thing you never hear in my videos. I try to edit out when I make myself laugh. Oh my gosh, 16 people in here. Hi, everyone. Fun fact, 16 is my favorite number, so if we stay at 16, I'll be perfectly happy. Now, not to like force you to stay. Oh my God, now we're at 17. Hey, that's cool too, though. To point you the shadows. Oh my gosh, I wish you could too, honestly. Okay, so let's make it easy. 1, 2, 3. What are we thinking? 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, watching people become friends in the comment section is like bringing me joy. 2, 3, uh-oh. I need a tiebreaker. What are we thinking? All are beautiful. 1, oh my gosh, Danielle. Oh, now I've got 2 votes for 2 and 2 votes for 3. I don't know what to do. It's too tough. 3, 2, oh my gosh, we're like split. Hello, Maggie. It's good to see you. This is too hard. You're telling me, man. This is my struggle. Every time I make one of these, I'm like, well, I have 12 spots and hundreds of beautiful shades to pick. Okay, 3. Oh, Riley, you changed your mind. You got a suede into the on fire. We're going hardcore with it. Look at that. All right, we're going with it. I saw 3, and 3 it is. Boom. All right, let me log back into my computer over here. Oh, this is the iridescent shade. So they've got like an iridescent pink, which is an interesting choice, but I'm not against it. So, iridescent pinks. Here we are. We're back, baby. Okay, so I've kind of got my iridescent pink split because I've got more of like the pinky purples up here, like this type of shade. Let me work that in a little bit. So we've got that. Or we have more of like a pinky golden type of situation going on down here. You know, they're not the same. They're different, I promise. Kind of. I need them all, okay? Oh my gosh. So those are like 2 pinks. Reserve number 3, I don't have that one, but I have another Shine by SD one that I'm kind of thinking of. This Shine by SD one looks like it's not iridescent in the pan, but it really is. Well, I mean, it's not. It's got a gray base, kind of, but it's pretty iridescent. And this one's like red. So we've got kind of like a pinky purple, a pinky gold, and then like a real red. Shine by SD at Chambers. I don't have it. This one? Okay, so I know everyone loves Radar, but this is like Radar with a gray base. It's called Good Intentions. And I've had this one for a long time. This is like what drew me to Shine by SD. I got this and Ballistic at the same time, and that was a couple years ago, and I've never looked back. Mainstream band. Oh, I have Phoenix. Gagacita. Check this out. Phoenix, right here. We can compare it. Oh my God, look at that. That's a chunky swatch. Let me try to smooth that out a little bit. There's Phoenix. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. We can kind of do whatever the heck we want. This is my palette. Ah, yes. I am hoping to go next year. It depends. It depends on my schedule. It depends if it's in Chicago again, because personally, that's a great location for me, being a little Midwest babe. But we'll see. Ah, Regina. Okay, yes, Regina, let me tell you what's going on right now. We're duping a palette. To show you how well it's going, we're 4 shades in to a 10-pan palette. Oh, wait, oh my God, you guys. At the very beginning, I said that this was 10 shades, but it's 12. Wait, yeah, it's 12. I'm a goober for that. So we're duping the ABH, what's this called? Fall Romance palette. And right now we're picking the iridescent shade. So we've got a lot of choices. Yes, and you're helping to pick shades because I am indecisive. So I'll let you know what all of these shades are. Kitty Cafe from Copacetic. Then we've got, this one I think is from this is from the Treasure pop-up palette, but it's the shade Valuable in that. Then we've got Good Intentions, and then Phoenix. Oh my God, where'd that come from? So what do we think? Feel number 2 or 3, so we're kind of hovering in that middle. Oh my gosh. I'm not ready for the emotional baggage of decluttering yet. I feel like I'm gonna need a glass of wine and to really sit down and go through the stages of grief as I get rid of some of these eyeshadows. But I really need to, you guys. Okay, 1 or 2. Oh, that's 2 votes for 2. So that one's sticking. Yes, you can see what's in the palette. And I'm going to swatch these on my wrist. How about? So we've got Veil Nebula. We haven't done any of the mattes yet. So we've got Veil Nebula. We've got Pancake Bubbles. Here she is. Oh my gosh, I've gendered my eyeshadows. I'm sorry. Here is Yummy from Glam Shop. It's a bad swatch. Let me stack that baby up a little bit. And then we've got, I should just keep, oh my god, I should keep the winners on the back of my hands. That way we can like flip and see how it compares to the rest of the palette at any point. Wow. All right, we're gonna do that. I'm not gonna get rid of these. So this is the palette so far, and these are the options to add to it. Okay, 1 or 2. There we go. So it looks like 2 is it. 2 is it, you guys. I'm calling it. We're ending the voting. Let me wipe off the back of my hand so that way we can move on. Because I told my husband, I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna be done by 8 so we can play Baldur's Gate. LOL. That's not happening. So let me pluck this bad boy out. Maybe. Okay. So that's going in the palette. All right, next shade. Oh, we've got one that looks almost exactly like Fireside. Love when brands do that. Love when we repeat ourselves. So back to the neutrals. All right, what do we want to do? This is like kind of, you know, just a little smattering of the neutrals. What do I want? You know, looking at this, what I wish was in here to tie in those matte greens a little bit more was, oh, I should put this in our winners category. Boop. There we go. So what I really want to put in here is a duochrome that goes like to a green, you know, like a reddish brown to green. Regina, I'm glad that you like it because I have changed this a million times and I'm never content. So in a month, it'll probably be different again. Looking at the red greens, if we want to go like hardcore, like the reddest and greenest shifting, this is what we should do. Oh my god, I just put it in the wrong spot. Give me a second. Yep. I gotta wipe this off now. For those who are just joining, we're not talking about the dirty makeup eraser that I'm using to clean everything off right now. Okay, well, that lasted for all of about 2 seconds before I messed it up. But all right, we're back. So what I was saying is the reddest and greenest shifting one, I think is gonna be this guy. But we also can look at a few options. Look at that, look how red that goes. And then how green, like boom, boom. Oh, yes. Okay, Asteria, I don't have Asteria. Oh, Riley, you're speaking my language. Someone said I need to get a new one of this, and they aren't wrong, but I'm committed, man. I will not get a new one until I have scraped the last of the mica from this pan. So this is Ballistic. Oh my god, you guys, can you see why I love this? Like, let's just be real. Look at that, dude. Oh lordy. This is Zigzag, so I do have that one swatched. Drip from Looksy, that's a good one. That one is one of these two. I think this is Drip. Let's double check. I really genuinely can't tell Drip and Hot Spice Cider apart most of the time because they're so freaking similar. So here's Drip. All good options. But I mean, I feel like anytime I swatch Ballistic, I'm like, well, Ballistic won. Zigzag is so nice. I feel like Zigzag matches the vibe better. You know, it's like, it really is like it's fall in a 26 millimeter pan. So, but let's try something a little bit more like goldeny green too. So I've got a bunch over here, like in this area. Okay, this one I want to swatch. So I've been like revisiting this one recently. This is Howl at the Moon from from Looksy. And I saw the niece on YouTube compare this to Embellishment, which I had never done in my brain. And now I don't know if I can ever go back because it does have that same shift. Yes, Meg, well, this is because I can remember nothing important. I've got eyeshadow names down, and that's pretty much it. All right, it looks like the consensus is zigzag, so let me just stop my yapping, and we'll put that bad boy in and move on, which means I really could have left that swatch on my arm, but we're just going to ignore that. Yes, it is. Zigzag is the top. So let me wipe off my hands and my arm, or not my arm. Wait, no, don't do that. Wipe off the back of my hand. All right. So we've veered significantly off course, but I'm liking where we've gone because this looks very nice. Look at that. Now that's what I call some shimmers in a palette. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right. Onto the mattes. This is far less exciting. OMG, I don't have M51. Here's the thing, you guys. Y'all are listing some good ones. I'm like, that would be perfect in here, but I don't have it. Dude, I'm the same. I will literally know I have a dupe and then I'll buy it because I'm true, you know, true gremlin, true goblin. Mattes. These are all of my depotted mattes. And then I've got these two palettes. And I denote my matte stickers, so that way I know what's shimmer versus what's not. So, dude, I know. Riley's out here just helping me in every way, and she's the freaking best. So we've got a lot of dark mattes. And if you know anything about me, you probably know I don't really go super grungy with my looks all the time. So I definitely believe that we are going to be switching up the mattes in here. But that first one is a really deep, like greenish brown looking color. And it seems like there's two of those in here. So I'm thinking let's do a deep green for the first one and then like more of an olivey green for the second one. Okay. So off the bat, this is like my deepest, grungiest, almost green color. And I'm thinking that's pretty true to the palette. Oh, thank you. Yes, I love my stickers. And this one, I'll give you a little sneak peek. So you may know I went to Japan and I got all of these. And I love them all so much. So there you go. And this is from Japan. A lot of these are from Japan, actually. These are from Japan. These I got as like freebies because I bought a bunch of stuff while I was there. But yeah, so there you go. Anyways, back to the task at hand. Also, the backs are completely stickered as well. So I mean it when I say they are fully stickered. Half mattes, half shimmer. I think so. I mean, I'm not sold to that. Like, if I get to a matte and I'm like, ugh, gross, I don't want it, then I'll do another shimmer. But I'm kind of thinking mattes. This is like my darkest one, though. So, oops, oh my god. So that's an option. We could also go a little bit more like cool deep green, but this isn't nearly as deep, you see? Both of these are Sydney Grace, by the way. This one, I think, is depotted from the Mountain Trail. Yeah, it is, because it doesn't have a sticker on the back. And this one, I think, is Turtle Bay. Yes, it is. So those are two options. What do we think? We also could go more like deep true green. This is from that Simply Posh Fairy Tale Fairies palette. That is was such a good deal for those mattes, because I really like all of the mattes from that palette. They are a little powdery and like thin, but they build, you know, they're fine. So what do you think for this palette? 1, 2, 3. Top one. That's what I'm thinking too. I feel like it gives us the most depth for sure. Yes, we'll do that one. I see 2 votes. So this unnamed guy from the Mountain Trail bundle, it is. Boop. All right. Now we've got a deep red, 2 of them. So as previously stated, I will not be doing repeats in my palette because that's clown foolery. So we need a deep red. Those are over here a little bit more. And this one is probably our deepest red. This is from the Glam and Natrix Nearly Natural palette. Okay, so that's an option. the closest things right to that, this is one from the Naruto palette from ColourPop. Oh my god. Well, that spot was a little wet, so that looks kind of weird. But, I mean, those colors are similar, right? This one's a little brighter and redder, I would say. Heartthrob by Looksy. I don't think I have that matte. I actually don't have a lot of Looksy mattes. All of the Looksy mattes that I have are here. So I don't really have a bunch. Like, I have got these ones. So I don't think I have that one. I mean, I feel like we're really picking apart minute differences here. Those are dang near the same. I feel like I will like the visual of something a little bit more red in the pan. So I kind of want to do this one. What do we think about that? Oh, well, maybe. Oh yeah, these ColourPop ones always fit a little funky, I remember. So for those joining, we are building my version of the ABH Fall Romance, and here's where we are. Oh, the top one. Oh my gosh, I see people say, oh wait, okay, yeah, that's the one I picked. I thought that was the one I didn't pick for a second. I was like, wait. Well, the mattes are gonna stain in the back of my hand. Normally, like, as I'm filming, I'll like go in between shots and like wash my hands with soap and water if I like, you know, get to this stage where I'm so sparkly and getting stained. But I can't do that because we're live. So, hey, Hannah. Oh my gosh, y'all. We got a freaking squad in here. We've got the homies coming to hang out. We love to see it. All right. Hello. Hi. Good to have you. Now we've got two brown mattes. Why? Riddle me this, y'all. Why in a palette with 6 mattes do we have 2 nearly identical browns, 2 nearly identical greens, and 2 nearly identical reds? Make the math make sense. Like, I don't get it. So we're not going to do that. We're going to get one brown. We need a brown. I need a brown. So here are all the browns. Oh, we've lost a few along the way. So this one, these are single, like, magnetic shadows in the middle. These are depotted at the top. And then these ones are actually all depotted, but they're circle and they look satisfying. So I put them down here. Oh yes, Stephanie, technical difficulties. So I jumped ship and now we're here. But I'm glad that you made it over here. So, okay, we need a brown. It's just like a mid-tone warm brown. I don't think we need to put much energy or thought into this. That looks like a mid-tone warm brown. Actually, this looks maybe a little deeper. I said I was going to put no thought into it, and here I am, like, scratching my head. Okay, this is less warm, but I actually like this more, I think. Although, I don't know. I'm looking at the oranges in this palette and, like, really everything in this palette, and I feel like, realistically... Oh, pink shade. I'm definitely thinking I'm thinking that or maybe like a dusty purple. We'll see. We'll get there. But this one, yeah, let's just do the first. I'm not going to think too hard about this. This is depotted from another Sydney Grace palette. This is from the Wildflowers one, I think. So there's that. Put her in. Now look at that. Look, we're almost done. 3 left. Okay. Rosy pink. Do I use transition colors? Here's the thing, you guys. I mean, some people know this. In truth, when I told you, I get ready for work in like 30 minutes. And when I do, what I do is I look at all my eyeshadows and I'm like, this one. And I'll put it on my eye with my finger like this, like just on the back of my eye, or on my eyelid. And then I'll like take my finger and I blend it out a little bit towards the top so that way it looks a little blended. And that's it. Like, that's literally how I do my eyeshadow, like, the majority of the time, unless I'm, like, oh my god, doing my eyeshadow, though, you know. What are we picking colors for? That's a great question. We are duping the vibes of the ABH Fall Romance palette. Let me stick it this way so you can see it all at once. Also, I can only film vertically, so sorry about that. But, you know, we're working with what we got here. So, okay, we've got a brown. Now let's move on to that other red. So I hear you. Well, actually, I don't hear you, but I read you when you say you want a pink. And if that's what we want, that's what we'll get. So we've got a few pinks. We could do something like Flower Boy, which is more of like a corally pink. We could do something a little more muted over here. I think this is from Sydney Grace. I think that this might be depotted though. Yeah, that's from the Wildflower palette as well. So we've got those two. We could do something a little bit more like purpley leaning. Like I think this is Squeak from Menagerie maybe. What do we think? We've got 1, 2, 3. What are we thinking? 1, 2, or 3? More mauve? Mauve? Where are those bad boys? I know I've got some mauves. Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna keep hitting my little tripod because we've stacked palettes so high, like it's just too high right now. Mauve. What do we have as options really? Because at this point, I'm like committed to the circle pans. We're too close to call it quits now, you guys. Bottom, top, 2, 3, oh my gosh. Okay, well, at this point, it looks like we're pretty dang tight. Old T, Flower Boy is such a cute name, I wanna cry. You know what that means? Flower Boy it is. So, boom, Flower Boy, come home, come with your brethren. Come be a part of the palette. Oh my God, we gotta force it in there though, because it's ColourPop. They're a weird size. There we go, 2 more. Okay. I feel like the top will play well with some of these like really warm colors to give me something good to throw in with those. So I'm happy with that. All right, thorns. I've got something in my brain for thorns. I already kind of know what I want. And you guys will just have to tell me what you think. Here, this is thorns. And I mean, really, there are a couple that are really close. This is still kind of wet, so I'm just gonna do that here where it's not as wet. I mean, that's like a fall palette. Oh, I'm sorry, Riley. Here's the thing. Especially with mattes, I just don't care, man. I really don't care what they're called. I'm like, it's just an olive green, man, you know? But I'm thinking that could be a good one. What do we think though? I am the laziest makeup lover you will ever meet. I put in the effort, but I don't. I think that just described my channel. Maybe something more rich in tone. So we think deeper? Is that what we're thinking? I've got this guy. This is like real deep. Oh, I said that and then look, it just swatched immediately the same. I don't think so. That other green is like really dark. Here, let me swatch that one. Oh my God. Remember back when I had this going? I do. Now, I just remembered. Let me swatch this really fast. We can see what it all looks like. Y'all, welcome to the chaos that is the behind the scenes of my filming. This is what it's like. So you're now a part of it. So there's the really dark one. So see, like those are not, these ones are definitely a lot warmer and lighter. So I don't think they're too similar. But watching. Ooh, second one better than the first. Okay. So there's the red. Wow, this brown looks really orange, like in comparison to everything else. That kind of works out though. That kind of is the move. Okay, and then we've got Flower Boy. So this is the palette so far. Wow, the vertical actually is really nice for showing the full palette together though. Something mustard yellow. Ooh, well, you don't have to tell me twice. I love mustards. So let's do a little bit more of a green one just first, so that way we can see what that looks like. And then we can do a true mustard yellow. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Like, it does. It's coming together. We're creating something out here, you guys. Something beautiful. All right, so here's a little more mustardy. Do we have one that's more like, I need Looksy Spiced Lemon. So I think that's actually, I just swatched, this is the one from the Mountain Trail. I'm pretty sure. Let's see if it has a back. Sorry to stress you out, but yeah, that's from the Mountain Trail. That's how I know that, because there's no thing on the back. So that's an option. But Looksy is here to play because these two I think are going to be really nice as well as options. So this is Spiced Lemon, and that's like a grungy mustard, baby. And then this is Tiger, which is different, but also I like it. So I don't even know how to number these. Livestream where we design a palette. Oh, that would be fun. Okay. So what do we think? Spiced Lemon, I see a Spiced Lemon vote. Oh my goodness, they're rolling it. See, Spiced Lemon is just always for the win. This is like one of the most unique and beautiful colors I have. It's amazing because it's such a dark yellow, but it really is still yellow. Like when you compare it to other stuff, it's definitely yellow. All right, I'm giving the people what they want. Spiced Lemon, it is. Oh my gosh. Lou, okay, can I tell you guys, Lou always has such good ideas. Like, you remember how I did the, my version of the sugar and spice? That's all Lou. And Lou has given some other good suggestions too, but also, I don't film a lot, so I haven't gotten to all of them. Ooh, okay. So Spiced Lemon. So we've got one more. And here's the thing. Do we really want to end this palette on a matte brown? Because that just feels so anticlimactic. Let's do it this way. This is the palette thus far. We have one spot left. People, what should I put as our last spot? What do we think? What type of thing should we look at? This is our wild card. Oh, yes, it is that. It is like yellow with a little bit of black. Aubergine. Oh, love the vocab. Aubergine. Now, in my brain, that's kind of like a plummy kind of shade. Is that what we think aubergine is, or am I wrong? Or like an eggplant? Is aubergine like an eggplant? A plum purple. Okay. Plum purple. That's very deep. Let me get out the right palette. An inner corner shade, light matte, shimmer, eggplant. Okay. Eggplant, huh? Man, I'm looking and I'm like, where are all my eggplants, man? Let me turn you guys a little bit. So these are the purples. What do we see that's speaking to us? And then I can pull out, aubergine is eggplant. Oh my God, okay. I am so happy that I was kind of right with what I thought that word meant, because that's a word I think I've heard maybe 3 times in my entire life. Navy blue. Ooh, oh, interesting. Okay, well, let me show you the rest. So if we're going aubergine, then we've got these as well. If you see anything that you're like, ooh, that one, try your best to describe it. Terra Moon's Helix Nebula. Helix Nebula. I'm trying to think of what that one is and if I own it. Terra Moon's Helix Nebula. Something light, something dark, navy blue. Man, guys, the comment section is my internal thoughts normally as I'm making palettes. I'm like, ooh, maybe a navy. Ooh, maybe something light. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. Okay, well, let's just start swatching stuff, because that's more fun than hearing me talk and be indecisive. I don't have it. Okay, thank you, Riley. I don't know. So, let's do a navy blue first. This is one that when I hear navy blue, this is what I think of, which is Tidal Flare from Terra Moons. And I feel like that actually does kind of look something good. Turquoise, lose the vibe of the original. Girl, we don't care about her. She's just the starting point. If we go away, that's fine. Okay, well, if we're thinking turquoise, I've got a lot of good ones. So my friend Olivia sent me this shade in the mail because she's the sweetest. And shout out to Olivia, by the way. I don't know if she's in this live stream, but Olivia is like one of my first makeup friends, and I love that. So she sent me this shade, and I think that this is like kind of like a grungy turquoise. And I feel like that could be kind of cool. Take out the warm brown matte for the aubergine. Ooh, and then do another shimmer. Oh, look at Lou out here finding the compromise for all of us, doing the hard work. Okay, let's do something a little bit more turquoise too, just for funsies, just to swatch it, you know? Turquoise. What do we think? Grungy turquoise. Ah, Hannah. We are in sync. Oh, the second one? What is this one called? I know it's from Pastel Roses, which I know is controversial, you guys, but I gotta say, so far so good. I literally, anytime I'm about to put Pastel Roses on my eyes, I bring it up to my nose and anytime I'm about to put Pastel Roses on my eyes, I bring it up to my nose and I smell that motherfucker first, because I'm like, is that about a... And so far so good. And I haven't seen anything weird, and I did email I messaged the brand owner. This is the shade Ghostly. So far so good. But that's the shade Ghostly from Pastel Roses. Splash and Enceladus. Oh, Enceladus. She has a home. Because she represents BMO in my Adventure Time palette. We'll talk about this someday. Not now. But I do have Splash. No, I don't. That's also pulled out. Splash is somewhere. Where'd Splash go? It's in the Looksy palette. I'm just watching. Oh my gosh. Yes. That's what I do pretty much all the time. Watch my husband play video games. I told him once I get to be a professional YouTuber, then he can pursue his dream of being a professional Rocket League player. There you go. So that's Looksy Splash. So we've got 3 choices. And I'm going to leave it here because we're going to be here all night if I don't just buckle down and choose. And I think that this will be a good wild card. So what do we think? Tidal Flare, Ghostly, or Splash? 1, 2, or 3? 2. 1. Hello, Leela? I'm going to say Lila. 1 or 3? 1, a couple ones. Oh, 2. Oh my gosh. Okay, the votes are coming in fast. I think I'm seeing more 1s. So, Tidal Flare it is. This is going to be a vampy palette. Oh my gosh, look at the back of my hand. Chaos. Chaos reigns over here. Okay. So, wow, this is gonna look so weird to have all of the shimmers and then all of the mattes and then just one shimmer. Oh, hello from Brazil. Oh my gosh. Okay, I tried to keep in mind like what time it would be in different time zones, but I know it wasn't gonna work for everyone no matter what. And I also work. So I hope it's not a weird time for you in Brazil. Boom, Tidal Flare. And with that, we've gone off the rails, but I think we made a pretty dang good palette, if I do say so myself. Let me stand up, and then I can get the shifts a little more, maybe. There we go. So there we go. And I'll run through all of the shade names for everyone who is joining. Yes, isn't it such a good fall color story? And I'm really excited to play around with it. You know, I wanted to build this on my own, but I was patient. I waited for you all because I knew this would be a good thing for us to do together today. Will I wear this palette? Well, I'll do looks with this palette. Will I wear it day to day? We'll see. But so I don't know if I've talked about this before, but when I was teaching, all of my teacher friends at the school I worked at thought it was hilarious because I would come to school each morning with not a drop of makeup on my face because I am not a morning person and I hate waking up to do my makeup. But then after school, I would come home and put on like the fullest, glammest face of makeup. And then I would like Snapchat all of them and be like, look at the makeup I just did. And they were all like, why? Why do you come and work all day with no makeup and then go home and put it on? And that's how I do it. So will I wear this palette? Yes. Will I wear it in the way that you think of wearing it? Probs not. Okay, so names. Number 1, Tidal Flare. Oh, wait, no, what? I just like started right off and just wrong, just confidently wrong. Veil Nebula from Terra Moons is number 1. Number 2 is Pancake Bubbles from Divina. Number 3, Yummy from Glam Shop. Number 4, Lynx from Davina. Number 5, Treasure Pop-Up Palette. I don't think you can buy the shade on its own, so I think it's valuable. Like, that's what we called it. This is Zigzag from Glam Shop. Wow, lots of Glam Shop in here. Huh, nice, okay. Then we've got Unnamed Soldier. That's not his actual name. It's just, I don't know what it's called. But it's from the Mountain Trail bundle from Sydney Grace. Then we've got a Depotted Shadow from the Naruto palette. Then we've got another unnamed shade. Oh my god, I picked like all unnamed shades. This is from the Sydney Grace Wildflower, whatever it's called, like where the wildflowers grow, I think. Then we've got ColourPop Flower Boy. Then Looksy Spiced Lemon. And then Tidal Flare from Terra Moons. And this is our fall romance palette. And what a fall romance palette it is. So beautiful. Look at that. Here it is. Boom. There you go. So, time to talk about the giveaway again. Woo, woo, woo. Okay. So, giveaway. Last time sucked. This time is better. This time, I am going to give away the equivalent of $100 in 2 $50 gift cards. Gift cards are easier. I find them like, you can do e-gift cards and like someone immediately, so that way you don't have to wait like a month for me to figure my shit out, So that's what we're gonna do. So the way to participate is you just have to leave a comment on whatever this video turns out to be once it's done. And I'll leave all of this in the description of this video as well, so that way you can reference that. So you have to comment, you have to like the video, and you have to be publicly subscribed to my YouTube channel. And there's a way to make sure that you're publicly subscribed. Behind the scenes, I can tell because you have like a little like icon next to you to show that like, like when you comment, it shows that you're subscribed. So I will leave a description or like a link on how to do that, so that way you can make sure you're signed up. If you comment, I'm going to assume you want to be a part of the giveaway unless you say otherwise. And when you comment, I don't care what you comment, so long as you have some way to contact you. So that can look like a couple different things. It can just be an Instagram handle. If you have Instagram, great. But I know not everyone does. And as someone who doesn't like social media, I respect anyone's choice to not be on Instagram. So if you don't have Instagram, I have a business email linked on my YouTube channel. If you're curious, it's kbix16@gmail.com. So you can feel free to email me and just say like, this is a part of my giveaway entry. So that way and just tell me your like YouTube name. So that way I have a way to contact you if you win, and I have a way to like tell you, hey, you won and here's your gift card, So I'm not doing any specific brands. I'm going to let you choose. The only thing is that like the brand has to have a $50 gift card option, like a $50 e-gift card option. And I'm putting now, if you really want a Glam Shop gift card, I'm not buying from Glam Shop right now, but I'm happy to give you money to buy from Glam Shop if like that's where you want to buy from. I'm not here to judge what you want to get. So those are the rules, I think. I just said them kind of chaotically, but 1, publicly surprised, guys, I'm tired. I need to go to bed. 1, publicly subscribed. 2, like the video. 3, comment on the video, including some way to contact you. And if you don't want to put your email address, that's okay. Just send me an email to my email attached to my YouTube, and I'll still have a way to contact you. And I think that's all I have to say. Thank you all. Oh my gosh, if we end this in 3 seconds, oh, there's no way. Well, I was going to say we could end it right in an hour, but that did not happen. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out and building this palette with me. I really sincerely appreciate. I'm very, very happy. Everyone in my personal life knows I'm monetized because I won't shut up about it. I'm so happy. And if you're curious, let me see exactly where we're at. I am at an estimated earning of $13.42. So it's very exciting. I really love when you comment. I always try to reply. I'm bad about it, but I always try to get back around to it. Thanks for the support. Really enjoyed hanging out with you all, getting to read your comments live. Yes, get that $13. I am here for it. I got a piece of mail, you know, like to confirm my address and stuff from AdSense. And when I opened my mailbox, I was like, oh my God, who is she? Getting freaking mail from Google? What? So it's pretty exciting. Thanks, you guys. I'm gonna end the live, I think. And we'll do this again sometime. This was fun. I liked this. And I don't have to edit with my, you know, my rock. So I'm very excited about that. Bye, everyone. How do I end this?